Good evening and welcome to Science Talk.
In conversation with Dr. R.K. Jenamani, this is me, Manoj Mainkar. It's a pleasure welcoming Dr. R.K. Jenamani, Senior Scientist, IMD. He's Head of Weather Forecasting, to the studios of Akashvani. Dr. Jenamani, as we read in the papers that the 27th of May could mark the arrival of the southwestern monsoon. There are many questions in mind regarding that. But first of all, if you look at what is happening absolutely currently, people would be interested to know. We generally, in the month of May, as we saw last year, talk about the heat wave. At least in the northern part of India, it doesn't seem so. What is the secret?
Interesting, actually. This is the major things which we observe this season, actually, summer so far. And as you told exactly that we are entering to May second half, but high temperature is missing. So one thing is that we see right from the beginning of the summer 2025, from 1st March. So there were some heat wave over Gujarat in March, and then in April we could get some cases over western part, including Rajasthan, Gujarat, and then Odisha. But major part is that Maharashtra is not missing the heat wave, actually. We don't get much there. And of course, Delhi and Punjab, Haryana, they are lower actually till today. So if we see like Delhi as an example, we have Safdarjung Airport. We hardly from 1 May to till today, 14th May, the temperature is well below 40 most of the days. So one thing is that the El Nino kind of things are not there.
Which was there last year.
Last year it was very extreme summer. Delhi, as you told, very high temperature in the May and June till June 15 actually. But this year it is not there. So having told that, and another is that we are getting large scale rainfall activity, thunderstorm really, summer thunderstorm. Delhi is getting alternate day.
Is it untimely?
Normally, because if summer has a high temperature, conventionally that our farmers, they are having tradition because they have to kill those grass, other things. They have to prepare the land. That is one kind. But still we are having, large part of India till summer, like Delhi. If you see monsoon is in the normally. They come in the June second half.
Yeah.
So still time is there. So I hope the impact that farmers are facing, they can wait. Whenever they get a dry spell, they should prepare quickly their land. Yeah, that is the takeover.
Okay. So we understood that at least till the coming 2 weeks or so, there are chances of not having a heat wave.
After 2 weeks, I can tell because our prediction is 7 days. If we see in 7 days, coming 7 days, say till 21st or 22nd May, we will have a pocket of a heat wave over, say, Rajasthan, say...
Central India?
Central India actually difficult, maybe 1 or 2 days. Eastern India may be partly over, say, Jharkhand or Bihar you may get. That's the pocket because Maharashtra ruled out any heat wave in next 7 days because the wet spell is very active. The rain is very active. Yeah.
Now let's come to the question which makes everyone curious every year, once a year.
Yeah.
When I read in the papers, I was myself curious. May 27th has been mentioned. What is the exact course of the monsoon? Should we call it prediction, or it has already started moving towards this part of the globe? What exactly is happening?
If we see the status today, on 13th, yesterday, we advanced monsoon over part of South Bay of Bengal, South Andaman Sea, Nicobar Island. That is itself 5 to 7 days, earlier. Because these pockets, first monsoon arrive over the Andaman and Nicobar and, from southeast side. Then it progressed towards northwest. And at the same time, you have Arabian Sea branch start building up, which we call, at the end, monsoon onset over Kerala, which everybody wait because that is the first mainland, the monsoon touch actually.
Are the two streams different? The monsoon that lands at Nicobar and the one that lands at Kerala, are they different?
They initially, if we see their line, because that is the actual nature actually. By nature, the Arabian Sea comes little late compared to the Bay of Bengal branch actually, because that line we draw 19th of May, it touches the Andaman Nicobar Island. There till Sri Lanka is missing that time. The Sri Lanka and our Lakshadweep and Kerala, it will come only later actually. Okay. So when the monsoon is very, very big actually. So people often talk that there is no high temperature. What will be impact on monsoon? See, monsoon is controlled by hundreds of parameters, Eurasian snow, European surface temperature, I was telling that Eastern Pacific, that El Nino, that is the main parameter. Then our Indian Ocean that we call Madagascar, all those things, the cross equatorial flow, Somali current. So the Arabian Sea branch is more controlled by the southern hemisphere actually, even though it comes delayed arrival over in normal dates, I was telling. First come the Andaman side, then come the Arabian Sea side. So Arabian Sea is more controlled by the South Indian Ocean. The Bay of Bengal side more controlled by the Pacific, or we can see further south of it actually. So that is the tuning between Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal. Yeah.
Dr. Jenamani, any student of geography would be curious to know when monsoon prediction is done. I mean, you, I'm sure, have very advanced models for that.
Yeah.
But to a common mind, I mean, you yourself mentioned there are many, many parameters. There's a long list. Even if you were to do a mathematical calculation, you find, because it's an atmospheric happen, you can do a Bhavishyavani.
Yeah, actually, scientifically speaking, monsoon is a ocean atmosphere land coupling actually. One side is that you are having ocean, both South Indian Ocean, Pacific, large ocean. At the same time, you are having Himalaya, because of that, you are getting the monsoon. Because of the ocean, you are getting the monsoon. And our main land, like Rajasthan, our area, which get very high temperature, 45 to 50 degrees. So all these, because ocean provide the moisture, then mainland also provide the temperature, and Himalaya is a plateau or a mountain which has a middle tropospheric heating. Because if you see Everest, others, the extends up to 9 kilometers, very big height. So at that height also it is getting heating. All these three, ocean, atmosphere, land, they coupled, and finally you get the monsoon actually. It is not alone the atmosphere. It is a very, very big, because you see, you are getting no place in the world. You will not find any place in the world where you get such a prolonged rain season from 1st June to 30th September. Nowhere you will find.
So India
is the only
unique
blessings.
that way.
South Asia, including India and South China or all these islands, they are having that kind. But specifically India is having a blessing to have such 4-month rainy season. And you see the things, everybody wants to tap that water. You drink, you generate energy, you do anything. It depends on how you best use this monsoon actually.
But tell me something, does every country in the world receive rainfall, or there are exceptions to that as well? I mean,
Exceptional. You see, like Bombay gets 350 millimeter, Islamabad gets 30 centimeter. As you go little far to the west, the rain is nil.
Towards the Gulf.
Towards the Gulf, even Pakistan also, the rain is very much less. If you leave, Islamabad annual rainfall is much, much less compared to Mumbai. That is the mystery of the monsoon. Monsoon comes and pour in Mumbai, Ahmedabad, but Islamabad almost nil actually. You never had Islam heavy rainfall in monsoon, because once the Arabian Sea branch get active cross equator near Somali, straight the wind becomes southwesterly. It's not southerly to move to Islamabad. It is southwesterly as if to come to Kerala, come to Konkan, come to Mumbai, come to Ahmedabad. That's all. It's never, southerly, southwesterly. Islamabad south is Arabian Sea, but Mumbai west is Arabian Sea. So wind become westerly. So that way actually see, we are having, both sea, Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal, they are so well located, and Himalaya provides us the protection. These moist laden wind, they never cross Himalaya. Hard Himalaya not been there, we do not have got the monsoon. We would have been in desert actually. So all three are contributing. Yeah.
Dr. Jenamani, IMD had a very, very long journey in the country. To be more precise, 150 years. Weather enthusiasts would like to know, in the modern day, when predictions are they done more on paper through mathematical models? Are they done more through advanced machines and computation? What is it?
Interesting actually. If we go to the history, if you see, when Britisher came, we have Sir Gilbert Walker, who was the first Director General. He calculated using 2-3 parameters like Eurasian snow and El Nino. Sea surface temperature at that time was not, pressure was measured. So indirectly he was using these 2-3 parameters to give a prediction of the seasonal rainfall of monsoon. From that 1890, we have moved today is 2020. We are having high performance computing, 22 teraflop. We are 4th in the world. We use dynamic physical model for predicting the seasonal scale. At the same time, we are continuing with the empirical statistical model. As I told, there are many parameters which are correlated. They can give you precursor also, that if El Nino is not there, there will be a good monsoon.
They factor in unforeseen happenings.
Because the satellite measurement is available, surface measurement is available.
So everything is linked.
Everything is linked. Actually, nobody can claim that we can do better compared to the National Meteorological Service like IMD in the world actually. You might have seen WMO is giving credit year after year because we try to get the best parameter to have a projection, and currently we are using around 6 parameters in the statistical model and dynamical prediction model also. We are taking both consensus and giving a figure and also special probability forecast where likely to be normal, likely like this year we told North Odisha, Jammu Kashmir part of it, maybe there are probability below normal, but large part of India, particularly the central peninsula, will have very high rainfall. And again, central peninsula is a core monsoon zone. So this is good news. If you are getting good rainfall distribution, that will have a good impact on the agriculture. Yeah.
And what is the prediction for the northern part of India?
Northern part, there is a chance
season?
that probability is very high to have a normal monsoon in the plains of northern part of India. But what our prediction comes out is the higher probability of excess rainfall along the northern parts of the peninsula, particularly South Madhya Pradesh, North Maharashtra, and all these areas, because that flood vulnerable. So we get a very high rainfall for that area.
And if we look at, in a comparative manner, the years 2024 and 2025, are they likely to be similar?
Similar in the sense, in 2024 we had pockets, Uttar Pradesh, we are getting less rainfall in the first half of the monsoon because of which there was a problem.
But there were really areas which received more than heavy.
In the latter part, second part.
Part. Okay.
So it was a good monsoon, 108%. This year we have predicted more than 104%, that is above normal. So this year, because there is no El Nino and we are getting neutral condition in the Pacific, other parameters they are favoring. And already you can see the monsoon is arrived, 7 days or 10 days before. And prediction for Kerala also we are giving 27 May. That is also before 1st June. It's likely to arrive. So that's so the good.
How different is, in terms of natural happening, how different is El Nino from La Nina?
Actually, sea surface temperature, which measured eastern equatorial Pacific near Peru coast. We have a Peru, South American country. Argentina, Peru. So there the sea surface temperature some year very high, coast some year very low. So whenever there is a very high sea surface temperature, as we know that if anything warm up, the rain will be more. So whenever there is high temperature in the eastern equatorial Pacific, the clouds shift to that area. That's why the El Nino and that's why the monsoon rain reduce. But if you have a low temperature like this year, it is neutral. Nothing is going there. So that's why the normal or above normal monsoon we have predicted, because it's neutral and so neutral. Okay, and that will continue. All the major centers and our center also, they are predicting ENSO neutral. Nothing El Nino. It is neutral actually. And other parameters they are favoring also.
We are about to come to the conclusion of our discussion. Well, I mean, all students, class 5, class 6, that June, July, August, September are the months for rainfall in India, in most parts of India. If you look at June, July, August, September as months, are they different in terms of patterns?
This is interesting. I will tell you that June and September, they are low rainfall month because June is the monsoon advance. 80% or half of India, by June 15, it comes up to Bombay or Bhopal normally. So 50% like Delhi in the June second half, the monsoon arrived. So that's why June rainfall is around 12 centimeter all India. When you end the, complete monsoon cover India, your monsoon start showing its activity because entire India is covered. So normally entire India is covered by June last week or first week of July. Mean rainfall is July and August. I can tell you 280 millimeter and 290 millimeter are July and August rainfall, whereas June rainfall is 120 millimeter. But when you come to September, again a retreating by mid-September the monsoon start or last week of September. So Rajasthan becomes dry. So again September reduced to 140 millimeter. So July-August rainfall is almost twice of that rainfall of June and September. I am talking all India rainfall monthly. So that's why the July and August carry almost 70% or 80% of the rain out of 90 centimeter.
Dr. Jenamani, you drenched us with a lot of interesting information. I'm sure our listeners also must have felt the same. Thank you very much.
I am honored. Yeah.
Thank you very much for coming to the studios of Akashvani.
Thank you.